Alrighty everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ramzastro. That is I, Ramzastro. Thank you for joining me, and today we are going to be looking at a little hack that I think I came up with. I've seen it nowhere else online. Came up with it last month. How to display your collectibles and Lego without having all the bother of constantly having to dust all those intricate little pieces. So to first off demonstrate, if you remember, recently I got some of these Ghostbusters mystery minis and some blind boxes. Here they are here. So when you get these kind of things, how do you display them? How is the best way to display these figures? Just have them sitting up on the shelf like that. But sometimes, as you can see from Winston, he's a bit front heavy, won't stand. But then when it comes to dusting these kind of things, you've got to dust into all these wee bits, and let's face it, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare. So I had a spare Funko Pop protector box, so let's have a look. So I've got one here. This one is from our friends up at Deflector DC. Once again, not sponsored, I'm just a fan of their work. So let's just get this removed, the film. Normally do this off camera, but I just realised I forgot and started while speaking. So I thought I would continue. Let's get this removed and then we can build the box. Come on. There we go, that's it, removed. So let's get the box built. Well, there's still quite a bit of film on this that I neglected. There we go, that's it finally. So let's build this box and you'll see my plan. So my plan is to display these in this box. So normally these would sit up straight like so, but I'm going to put it on its side. Let's just get it properly built. Let's get all the pieces folded down. I am making a lot of noise. There we go, I've got the box built. Normally you'd have your Funko Pop sitting in that like that. But what we are going to do is we're going to put it on its side like so. So it's the smallest side possible. So as you can see there is a little crease there. So I don't want that there, I want that on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of these blind boxes that they came in. And I'm going to shove these in here. Like so. So let me just do a jump cut to a better angle. So yeah, we've got the boxes in there. The reason I'm putting the boxes in because so these don't look like they're sitting there. So I'm going to move Venkman to the side for now. Not going to use him. I'm going to display Winston and Ray. So as we've discovered, Winston is pretty top heavy. So I'm going to bring in some glue dots. These are the kind of things that would normally stick your free toy to the front of a kids magazine. Things like that. That little tacky clear glue stuff. So here we go. Some glue dots. Rip one off. And let's get that stuck to your back foot as much as we can. Get that stuck down there. Don't peel it off as best as we can. Fold that over. So we've got a nice bit of glue on the foot that just peels off. It doesn't ruin the figure in any way. So what we would do is we would get it in here in front of this box and push it down so the glue sticks, and there we have Winston displayed in front of his box, and we will do the same for Ray, just so he does not fall over. If I can get this ripped. Jesus, making a fool of myself on camera. Imagine if I ever did that. Oof. I would never be able to have it down. Well, it's not as if I make myself a fool on camera every week. So let's just fold over this glue so we've got some extra stick. Get him roughly centre in front of the box, alongside Winston, push him down, fold these over, push the boxes in. Then what we want to do is put the lid over, close that lid, get this tab pushed up, and there we go, we've got a nice display box for our mystery minis, and we still have the boxes that they came in case we ever need to put them away. So let's jump to a wider cut. So yeah, they look great displayed this way. I've already got some done that I prepared earlier. See, we've got a slimed, a marshmallowed Egon, plus we've got a Dana Barrett. So what we'll do is we will set them on top of that to show that, yeah, we're even saving space. We can have them stacked up rather than taking up a long shelf. That looks good. And another one that I've preferred earlier is we have the Stay Puft and the Slimer. So once again, we can have that side by side if we want, so that we can have 4. So yeah, so I'm going to make another one for this one to go in with Venkman, and there'll be a space beside them because I do plan on getting the Egon at some point, and that means I'll have a nice little display piece. But right now, I'll show you some other ones that I've been working on. So as you can see, I've also done the same for my Titans Ghostbusters blind box figures I got, including one that I got years and years ago from my brother for Christmas, which was a burning staple from the Ghostbusters 1 line. So I think these are going to look great once they are properly displayed on my shelf or on top of the shelf. I'm not sure where they're going yet. All I know is they're going to be so much easier to dust. What do you think of these? But my little hack goes one step further. As I mentioned earlier, I am going to show you what I've done with Lego using display boxes. So let me just do a jump cut and clear these away, and I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, so now we're going to show off how I use these Funko Pops display cases to display my Lego. So we're going to start off with a little Jawa sand person Lego set I got. I don't know, I can't remember the exact name of the set. I'll have to look it up. I'll flash it on the screen. But here we got, it comes with a little speeder vehicle. It's carrying an R2 unit, a couple of Jawas, and a sand person. But this, as it's Lego, it's a nightmare to dust without accidentally breaking apart, then having to rebuild. So I've got it displayed in there. So to stop it sliding about, I've got some of this the Lego tape that you can buy. That's like rubber Lego strips that stick down and you can set Lego on it. So cut off a little one by one there, put the Tusken Raider on it, and I don't know if you can see underneath. I did the exact same thing there, but I stuck a 2x2 on there on top of it, so this vehicle's got something to clamp onto. I am considering maybe printing off like a desert background for this one, just to give it a bit more depth, as unlike the display, the mystery boxes, there's nothing really for background here. I've also got one here for a little Batman set that my mate Chris got me years ago. Comes with a Riddler, a little bank, and a Batman, and a little mini Batmobile. I haven't stuck this one down yet, so everything still slides about. But as you can see, you can display them. Normally, these took up quite a bit of space on my shelf because you had to display them side by side. You couldn't stack them, but now we can stack them on my shelf, and I've got more space for these little sets, which I'll move just over here. So yeah, they're going well. I still think I'll print off little backgrounds. For that one, I may print off like a street scene in the back and maybe a road for the bottom, or maybe keep the bottom clear so the light goes from the top all the way to the bottom box. I'm not sure yet, but so far all these Funko Pop displays boxes I've been showing you have been using the display cases for Funko Pops like this, my Lord Zed one, but what I've been doing is putting them on the side like that. You could put them like that if your thing takes up the same amount of space, but maybe you don't want it to be as deep. I could maybe have done that with the Star Wars one, but I wanted them all to be uniform so I could stack them. So, what do we do with the Funko Pop protector boxes that are for the larger Funko Pops? The 6-inch variety, because check the difference. There is a big difference. So, as you can see, this one is still a bit dusty at the top. I've literally just taken it down from the top of my shelf. And this is why I got the idea for putting my Lego in them. So what I thought was, put these on the side, or even the side that way. What Lego sets could I put in here? Or what other figure sets? And lo and behold, I do have a few Lego sets I wish to show. Oh, here's that Lego tape I was telling you about. It comes in a big strip and you can just cut it to what you want, stick the Lego down, peel this off, stick it down. Bob's your uncle. I mainly bought it so I could have some Spider-Man displays with them hanging from the ceiling upside down and stuff. But it has come in extremely handy. Extremely handy. So, my first Lego set I'm going to show off is, I'm pretty sure it's called Duel of the Fates. I think it's, looks, I don't know, my mind is boggled today, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn on Qui-Gon Jinn's final battle and end of episode 1. So I've got that there. Let me just do a quick jump cut to a better view. So yeah, I've got this set displayed in one of these big Funko Pop boxes on its own. I did the exact same thing with the Lego tape. I put it in a few strategic spots under the set so the set doesn't move about. I've got Qui-Gon Jinn lying there. I've got Obi-Wan waiting for the lasers to come. Darth Maul waiting for him. The set is a pretty good set. And even if I wanted to, I could just open that up and I can still use the feature if I wanted to. So it is all good. This was a nightmare to dust because it has a lot of moving features and things. So I'm really happy with my idea of putting it in this. Once again, I may do a background that matches this scene in the movie. Not entirely sure yet. So let's move you back there and see which other Lego sets have I put in. This next one is another Star Wars one. It is the Darth Vader transformation set, where you've got Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker all bumped up on the operation table. You've got the Emperor, you've got a few droids, and you've got the machine set ready to put the helmet on Vader once the transformation is complete. Once again, you can open it up and still mess about with the mechanism. But once again, stackable. These big sets take up a lot of space side by side, but now we can stack them and it looks fantastic. Although I usually have them stacked the other way. Should have brought them out in a different order, but hey-oh. And finally, the last big Lego set that I've got, I've had this one since 2016. It was a treat to myself for getting out of the hospital that year. And it is the Lego Doctor Who Tardis set. So I've got all the individual figures. It's the same setup with the sticky tape. I had to make a sacrifice because there is steps that come out there. So to get it to fit in, I've just taken the steps out and just placed them there. You've got the little Matt Smith Doctor. I've got him hidden at the back because I've got Peter Capaldi's Doctor front and centre in the Doctor Who Tardis. So that is my final big Lego set. But I do have some issues with my idea. This idea is not flawless, which I will now demonstrate. So I have a Lego Riddler set. It does come with a few figures in this, but it is too long to fit in the small ones, and I can't justify giving an entire one of these to it. So what I'm thinking of doing is, because it's Riddler themed, maybe taking one of these big boxes, taking that set out of there and having like all my Riddler stuff in one box to display. So I can have this displayed at one side of the box and I can have that on the other. That's what I'm considering doing. I've even got the little Tron bikes I'm going to eventually get displayed in one of, I think hopefully it'll fit in one of those. I've got the original Ghost Rider Spider-Man Lego set that's been displayed on my shelf for years. That is an absolute nightmare to dust. Doctor Who set's the worst out of the lot to dust because it's so fidgety. But the Ghost Rider one's a nightmare to dust because the flames just pop right off. So what do you people think of this little display hack idea that I'm not sure if I'm the first person to come up with it. I couldn't see anything to do with it online. But what do you think of this idea of displaying your collectibles? And I know these are meant to protect your Funko Pops, like I showed with my Lord Zed. He's in a protector box as we speak to keep the box dust free. But I thought, I usually buy these protector boxes in bulk. I usually buy them pack of 10s because I usually get a few Funko Pops throughout the year, then at the end of the year buy a new 10 pack. But I didn't get as many Funko Pops for Christmas as I normally would, so I had a few left over, and that's where the idea was born through those two. But I think it's great. What do you think of it? Leave comments, let me know what you think. And if you do this, send me pictures, put pictures in the comments, Facebook, tweet me your pictures, send them to me on Instagram. Twitter's at RamsAstro, pretty much the same thing on Twitter. Facebook is facebook.com/RamsAstroGaming. But I want to see what you thought, what you're going to do with it, and I want to hear what you think. If you've got your own ideas for display to keep your, This isn't just for display, it's to make my life easier for dusting, because I hate getting dust all over my collectibles. It is a nightmare, and I hate dusting. And as a man with asthma, dusting is just, it's more hassle than it's worth. Absolutely more hassle than it's worth. I'm going to get you out the shots. And this Lego tape you can get, I got mine in Poundland, but you can buy it for dirt cheap on places like eBay, Wish, AliExpress, Express. And I've got the hiccups now. I've been talking that long with hiccups. I do apologise. But thanks for watching the video this long. I've been wanting to do this video for a couple of weeks now, but I've been waiting and waiting until the new big ones came so I could do all in one, because originally I just had these little ones spare. So these ones are from our friends at Deflector DC. The big ones I got on eBay, because unfortunately at the moment Deflector DC do not do, well, if they do them, I couldn't find them on their website, the bigger ones. But I know I can get these big ones 2 for £6 on eBay. I'll put a link, if they're still up, from the seller that I bought them from, on the description. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel like this and you want to check out more stuff, please hit like and subscribe, check them out. Plenty of other videos. We do Lego, blind boxes, Ghostbusters, video games, you name it, I've probably done it, which is probably a lie because there's so much out there. But please stick around, and if you're already if you're already a subscriber and you've come back for more, thank you for that. And as always, don't forget, have a good one.